Enjoy today. We're getting a nice break from the heat thanks to all the rain that fell. Speaking of a lot of moisture, a lot of rain fell last night and earlier today to our neighbors to the north in Tennessee and Kentucky. Radar estimating a swath of 6 to 10 inches of rain from far western Kentucky into parts of Tennessee. So they had some pretty extensive flash flooding occur in those locations earlier today. Thankfully, the rain has not been quite as heavy here locally. We have had radar estimates of 1 to 1.5 inches of rain around Huntsville, Decatur, and Muscle Shoals. Lighter amounts farther to the southeast around Sand Mountain. At this hour on 31 Triple Doppler, no rain to be found. We are likely going to be dry from here on out through the rest of our Wednesday. That rain did definitely cool us off, though. We were well on our way to warming up, and then the rain moved in around midday, and since then we have seen temperatures in the 70s. And that's still where we are at this hour. 76 in Fort Payne and 79 in Muscle Shoals. We may see those temperatures briefly rebound to the low 80s over the next couple hours, but by and large, we're likely staying put in the 70s for the rest of the day today, and we're going to stay there overnight tonight as well. Any threat for rain is gone, and we are likely looking at a dry night tonight. 75 our forecast low in Huntsville, partly cloudy sky, light breeze out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The steady breeze out of the southwest tomorrow is really going to be our only relief from the heat tomorrow. 96 degrees our forecast high. Good chance we stay dry in most spots on Thursday, so rain is likely not going to cool us off tomorrow. And when we factor in the humidity, it's going to feel even hotter. I'll show you those numbers here in a second. Forecast high in Fort Payne, 93. Also 93 your high in Albertville, up to 96 in Decatur, 96 in Huntsville, 95 in Rogersville, Florence climbing to 96 degrees on Thursday afternoon. We also have the high humidity in place, so with that in mind, it's going to feel dangerously hot at times tomorrow. Heat advisory will be in place from 11 a.m. through 8 p.m. on Thursday for most of North Alabama, the exception being Jackson and DeKalb counties, where it might not be quite as oppressively hot as it will be for the rest of us. Forecast heat index numbers very likely to climb into the triple digits. For a handful of us, it may climb above 105 around this time tomorrow afternoon, topping out around 107 in Huntsville around this time on Thursday. So dangerously hot conditions are expected, especially during the afternoon hours tomorrow. Make sure you're staying hydrated and take plenty of breaks in the shade if you're going to be outside for extended periods of time. Now, the reason Jackson and DeKalb counties are not in the heat advisory is there is a chance at some passing storms during the day tomorrow. At the very least, there will be storms nearby, and some of the clouds may keep you slightly cooler in those locations as opposed to the rest of us. Most of us, again, are going to stay dry tomorrow. We will bring the storms back into the fold on Thursday night, Friday, and into Friday night. They are going to come in waves, so it's not going to be a consistent rain, but hit and miss showers and storms, some of which could be on the strong side, will be possible during that stretch, and they could track over similar locations. So more so than a severe weather threat, I am actually a little concerned about the potential for some flooding rain. That rain should clear to the south early on Saturday. We are looking at a mainly dry weekend ahead. For Thursday night into Friday night, there is a low-end threat for damaging wind gusts and large hail, but the main concern is going to be that heavy rainfall. We are under a level 2 risk for flash flooding across the Tennessee Valley. I do think there is a chance at isolated pockets of 2 to 3 inches of rain during that time. Cold front pushes the rain to the south this weekend. Drier air, more comfortable air moves in for both Saturday and on Sunday. So your 10-day forecast features good improvement after tomorrow. Highs down to the 80s on Saturday and Sunday. We get back into the 90s next week, so if you don't like the 80s for some reason, the heat will return soon.